Ford's CEO Jim Farley recently stirred the automotive world by announcing the company's development of a hydrogen combustion engine. This was unexpected, as Ford has previously focused on electric and hybrid vehicles. While many in the industry viewed hydrogen fuel cells as the future of automotive power, Farley's announcement signals that Ford is exploring all possibilities and is committed to offering consumers the best options for future vehicle power. The news of Ford's hydrogen combustion engine sparked significant interest and debate among automotive experts. Many questioned why Ford chose this path and what it could mean for the future of the car industry. In this video, we'll explore Ford's hydrogen combustion engine, how it works, and its potential impact on the future of automotive power. Enjoying the content? Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss out on our latest updates. Join us for more insights and exciting news. Be part of the community today. First, let's break down what a hydrogen combustion engine is and how it operates. Unlike traditional petrol or diesel engines that run on fossil fuels, hydrogen combustion engines run on hydrogen. When hydrogen is burned, it produces heat and water vapor as byproducts, meaning that the only emissions are water and small amounts of nitrogen oxides, which can be controlled using emission reduction technologies. So, while hydrogen fuel cells have gained attention as an alternative to conventional combustion engines, their adoption has been, pretty slow due to the high costs of production and the need for extensive refueling infrastructure. Ford's hydrogen combustion engine actually offers a potentially more affordable and accessible alternative to hydrogen fuel cells. Despite the challenges, Ford is fully committed to advancing hydrogen combustion technology. According to CEO Jim Farley, hydrogen has enormous potential, and the company is dedicated to exploring its capabilities to help decarbonize both the auto industry and society as a whole. Ford is currently working on a prototype hydrogen combustion engine with the German technical firm FEV. The prototype engine is based on a 2.3-liter EcoBoost gasoline engine that's been converted to consume hydrogen. According to Ford, the engine can produce the same amount of power and torque as a petrol engine while emitting zero pollutants. The prototype engine is currently being evaluated on a dynamometer, with real-world testing planned over the coming months. While the prototype engine is still in the early phases of development, Ford believes hydrogen combustion engines have the potential to significantly reduce emissions and meet future environmental laws. The announcement by Ford has, honestly, huge ramifications for the automobile sector. While hydrogen fuel cells have been the primary focus of alternative fuel development in recent years, the development of a hydrogen combustion engine offers a potentially more accessible and affordable option. If Ford succeeds in building a hydrogen combustion engine, it may clear the path for other automakers to follow. This could lead to a big shift in the transportation industry toward cleaner energy sources, which could have a significant impact on reducing greenhouse gas emissions and mitigating climate change. It is crucial to highlight, however, that the creation of a hydrogen combustion engine is not a panacea for reducing the environmental effects of the transportation sector. There are still considerable obstacles to overcome before hydrogen may be considered a viable replacement for existing fossil fuels, including the production and distribution of hydrogen fuel. Furthermore, while hydrogen combustion engines emit no pollutants during operation, hydrogen production still relies on fossil fuels to some extent. This means that developing renewable energy sources for hydrogen production is vital to fully realizing the technology's promise. The environmental impact of a hydrogen combustion engine is, honestly, one of its most significant advantages. As previously stated, the only consequence of burning hydrogen is water, which means that hydrogen combustion engines emit no greenhouse gases or other pollutants. So, as a result, hydrogen combustion engines are an appealing choice for policymakers and environmentalists who are looking to lessen the environmental impact of the transportation industry. Since transportation is a major source of greenhouse gas emissions, any considerable shift towards cleaner energy sources could have a huge impact on climate change mitigation. Another advantage of hydrogen combustion engines is that, while they have the potential to be more efficient than conventional combustion engines, because hydrogen has a higher energy density than petrol or diesel, it can actually provide more power per unit of fuel. This could result in increased fuel economy and, lower gasoline prices for consumers. While hydrogen combustion engines do have many potential benefits, there are also considerable hurdles that need to be addressed before they can be considered a viable alternative to standard combustion engines. The creation of hydrogen is one of the most significant issues because most hydrogen is created using natural gas, which still relies on fossil fuels to some extent. There are alternative techniques for creating hydrogen, such as electrolysis, which splits water molecules into hydrogen and oxygen using renewable energy sources. However, these technologies are still rather expensive and necessitate major infrastructure investments. Electric vehicles are also cheaper than hydrogen-powered cars, while the cost of recharging is also less during off-peak grid times, making electric vehicles a good long-term investment. Compared to electric vehicles, hydrogen cars still have very few refueling stations, and building them is hardly going to be a priority. This shows that indeed the infrastructure, supply, and technology of hydrogen cars are still years behind electric vehicles. The amount of time it takes to pump hydrogen into the tank is much faster than electric cars. You can fill hydrogen cars up with a fuel pump, which takes about 5 to 10 minutes like with petrol or diesel cars. You just fill it up, pay, and go on with your day, rather than having to wait potentially hours for the same amount of range to be added to the battery pack. While Tesla's fast chargers with 120 kilowatts give batteries 80% of power in half an hour, the BMW i3 or the Nissan Leaf can take around 4 to 8 hours to get fully charged. In the end, the time electric cars take to power depends obviously on the charging station and the type of charging connector, but whatever the combination is, and even with Tesla's most recently unveiled V3 supercharger, this is a clear win for the hydrogen car. Although hydrogen is the most common element in the universe, it doesn't exist in its pure form on the blue planet. It has to be produced out of other components like water or natural gas. It can be produced through the electrolysis of water, although the process is only 75% efficient, which allows for 25% of electricity losses. Hydrogen can also be obtained cleanly by reversing the electrolysis process of water. The problem is that this process of separating water molecules to get hydrogen spends a high amount of energy, making it a very expensive process. However, if the energy can come from renewable energy sources like solar or wind, the net energy cycle will release low carbon and the process becomes more environmentally friendly. These two methods of getting hydrogen are not energy efficient and are expensive. So nowadays, hydrogen fuel is obtained by the process of natural gas reforming, which is less expensive compared to reverse electrolysis and more efficient than electrolysis. But the downside is that harmful byproducts such as carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide are produced in the process, contributing to global warming. Furthermore, although not common, methane leaks while extracting natural gas is a major problem. As of today, electric cars are more accessible vehicles regarding different types of cars and charging points. Electric cars have several advantages over hydrogen cars, and include more efficient processes compared to hydrogen-powered cars. If their lithium batteries are reused to meet different ends, they'll be far better than hydrogen cars. This is where we draw the curtain on today's video. What do you think about hydrogen cars and electric cars? Do you also agree that electric cars are better than hydrogen cars? What do you think about the future of electric vehicles in the years to come? Let's hear your views or opinions in the comments section. We'll be glad to hear from you. And please, don't forget to subscribe unless you're into electric vehicles, because that is what this channel is all about. Now let's go watch another fantastic video from our channel, and I'll meet you there.